Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I have a little toothpaste on my shirt, but it's fine. It's me, Carrie. Today I'm back with another video, and I am in full effect. Yesterday I slept with my makeup on, so my skin doesn't look the best. I have dark circles, and I'm working on getting the dark spots on my face removed. But yeah, I wanted to do a quick get ready with me. And I had picked this up from the Dollar Tree. Like, I love these little ears. I love them. If you guys can go back and look into... Oh, man, I wish I had scissors to cut this out. Oh, perfect. But anyways, if you guys go look at the lingerie video on my channel, I had these little ears, but they were cat ears. And I think they just do them seasonal. So around this time, they don't have the cat ears. So they have these. And I picked these up. And I'm pretty extra, so I just want to do my makeup with them on. Most people use, like, when they put something on their hair while they do their makeup, they do it because they want to get their hair out their face, but my hair is pulled back in a bun, so I don't really have that problem, but I just want to be extra. And I got a new makeup bag, guys. I love this makeup bag. I had the same makeup bag. I threw it away yesterday. I wish I could have showed you guys, but I had the same makeup bag since 2013, and it wasn't even originally a makeup bag. It was a bag that came with, you know, when you buy perfume, like they come with like little bags or whatever. It was like a J'adore bag, J'adore perfume bag. And I just started using it. It was my mom's perfume bag, and I just started using it as a makeup bag. But I'm just so excited to have, you know, new makeup, guys. Like, it's just like the best feeling in the world, just to know that you have like a new makeup bag. I don't have new makeup, but I have a new makeup bag, and it just feels amazing. And I'm really scared to open this because I know it's going to get everywhere, so I'm not even going to do it. But I got to get my mirror because I don't have a mirror. So I got to get my mirror out my other bag. But first, I'm going to hydrate my lips. This is Lip Remedy for smooth lips. And it's so funny because the more I use this, the more my lips crave it. So my lips will get dry faster when I use this for whatever reason. But when you use it, it feels good. But your lips do get dry quicker. So yeah, I'm not gonna edit this video or anything like that. I'm gonna just go with the flow and pray that you guys like it. I really don't feel like getting up to get anything, so I might just open this and pray for the best. Let me get a piece of paper so that way at least if something falls out, it won't get everywhere, because this stuff can get a little messy. So this is what happens when you're being lazy. You gotta do weird things. Okay. Okay. Please don't fall all out, please. Okay. Alright, let me see. Damn, come on now. It won't even open without it. Oh, see? Yep. Nope. I'm gonna just close that back. Look at all this makeup that just fell out. Yep, that's going back up in there. Did any get on anywhere else? Okay, I'm gonna just look at all this, y'all. There's so much makeup up in here, and a little goes a long way with powder makeup. So I'm gonna just throw this in my purse because that stuff gets messy. All right, I can't be lazy, guys. Hold on. Ooh. Alrighty. So, oh, my ring light fell. Alright, here we go. Oh my god, the camera falling, the ring light falling, everything is just going everywhere. Alright, we back in the game. We're back in the game. Alright. So, the first thing I like to do is sharpen my brow pencil. So that's the first thing. I should have picked me up a mirror from the freaking Dollar General. Alright, I've also had this since high school as well, y'all. It's crazy. This also belonged to my mom. I've had this makeup thing for a long time, and makeup does expire, so I don't really use the eyeshadows like that. I'll use the mirror. But yeah, so I normally don't use this brow pencil to do my eyebrows, but It was the first one that caught my eye, and it's really long, so I just decided to use this one. And yeah, so I like to draw a line at the bottom and then connect it with the top, and then buff out the like up there. I don't even know what to call it. And then I just do the same thing on the other side. So you just follow your original shape of your original brows. So you just follow the shape of your brows, go out, and then go down, and then start at the top, go out, 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 and then go down, and then fill them in. So you're really making like a L, upside down L, or an elongated L. Yeah, it's so funny, like when I look at my brows over the years, you know, sometimes they looked great, sometimes they didn't. But honestly, it really just depends on the type of brow pencil that I'm using, and it also depends on the brow pencil and the mirror that I'm using. I love to use those mirrors that are Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes, because the mirror is so thick, and I don't know, I just really love it. But I'm so excited to have my new makeup bag. The only thing is, it's like everything is everywhere, and I don't really know. I gotta dig in here to really find things. So I'm gonna just take some stuff out first, so that way I don't have to be looking everywhere, all over for stuff. So yeah, guys, so this is a get ready with me, and when I do get ready with me, oh my god, it's already dirty. Oh gosh, that's okay, because it's a makeup bag. That's what happens, right? But so yeah, when I do get ready with me, I kind of want to fill you guys in on what goes on in my life and stuff like that. So I've been having the most craziest experiences, but you know, like I just been having the most craziest experiences, like arguing and, you know, getting beat up, and then getting kicked out, and then being homeless and trying to find a place to stay, and, you know, people thinking that I'm evil and, you know, possessed, and it's just been really crazy, y'all. But I've literally just kind of accepted it. And let me tell y'all this weird story as of why I kind of was just like, you know what, whatever. When I had got kicked out, I had went and stayed with a pastor for a night, and then I had came back to my mother's house, and then she told me that I still wasn't allowed in her home. So that's when yeah, she said I still wasn't allowed in her home for whatever reason. And so I was just sitting outside just trying to figure out, you know, what I was going to do, because I had no money, because I was waiting for my card to come, and I just had no type of nothing. You know, I couldn't do anything. I didn't know what I was going to do. And I was just sitting out there, y'all. And this little bee, it was like a bumblebee. It was a nice sized bee. It just kept flying by me. And at first I thought it wanted to sting me. I'm like, what the hell? Like, does it want to sting me or what? What's going on with this bee? And that's when it literally, like, it just kept flying, and it just kept trying to fly, but it couldn't get off the ground. It just kept flying from, like, it was on the grass, so it would just hang from one little grass leaf to the next, and it just kept flying, and it just kept trying to get close to me. So I would literally use something to get it up off the, like, get it from close to me, and I would, you know, sling it back, farther back, and it would just fly right back close to me. And I just kept doing that over and over. And I'm like, what the hell is wrong with this bee? Like, why it keep coming close to me, and why won't it just fly away? And then I realized that the bees, the wings was broken. So I was like, oh my god, the wings is, the damn bee is like, it can't fly, you know. And I sat out there for hours, y'all. Like, I literally sat out there for a long time, you know. And yeah, like, so the bee literally was just, it just, I'm like, what the fuck is this bee trying to tell me? Like, to just stop trying, because it wouldn't leave me alone. Like, I kept trying to like put it back in the bushes in the wild, and it just kept flying by me. And I'm like, what the hell? And then when it finally would get to me, it would just sit there like it was trying to send me a message. I'm like, man, what the hell is going on with this bee? But then I just realized that the bee was paralyzed. The bee it couldn't move, and the bee was just, um, it was just a disabled bee, and it was just so sad to watch because I was just sitting there for hours, and I had no idea what to do to the bee or how to help it. Like, I just kept trying to like fly it back in the wild just so that it wouldn't sting me personally, but I just didn't know, like, what to do with the bee. You know what I'm saying? And the bee, it just was like sitting there like helpless, and I just felt really terrible because it was literally nothing I could do. But I don't know. It was just sad to see the bee just sitting there, and just to see it like, kind of like just give up, because it kept trying to fly, but it couldn't get up in the sky. It just was like mobily moving like on the ground, but it couldn't fly, and I just was just so sad, and that bee really taught me a lot about life, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it kind of reminded me of myself. Like, sometimes I be feeling like, damn, everyone hates me. I feel like, everyone hates me. I keep getting attacked for no reason when I try to be a good person and stuff like that. And, but the bee told me to never give up, and to just keep going, like, I don't know what happened to the bee because I had to leave, but I know it was just chilling at one point in time, and it stopped moving, but then it'll get back up and move. So I don't know what's going on with the bee or what happened to it. It was like last week. I pray that the bee is like having a good bee life, but it was really amazing to see. Like, animals have like a fighting spirit. They really do. They fight hard, and it's like, if you get in, like, they don't give up until the end, pretty much. Like, they're gonna fight until the end. And I feel like humans can learn a lot about that. Like, we let so much stuff get to us, and we let so much stuff weigh us down. But it's like, when you really look at animals, especially when they're in like a fight or flight type of way, like, they literally be like, oh my god, I don't know what's going on. I look rough. I ran out of this. I normally would use this primer to prime my face, and I want to use this. Maybe I'm gonna just use this at night. But I had got I ordered this offline. This right here, it works really amazing, y'all. Well, I don't know if it works amazing, but I know stuff that I ordered from this website works really good. So this is a moisturizing cream, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of it and just moisturize my face before I put on my makeup. But yeah, like, I gotta start really, getting into my skincare routine, because I was looking on the Shade Room, y'all, the other day, and this lady was 50 years old, and oh, this feels good. Oh, that feels great. It's very hydrating. Oh my god, what is this called again? It's called Crystal Thorough Moist Replenishment Cream. Ooh. Improves the skin dry state. Add sodium hydrochloric. They want me to add something to it. I don't know what I ain't doing all that. I just bought it as is, and I'm gonna use it like that. Oh my god, it does feel good. Ooh, period, poo. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm really skeptical about uploading this video, because if you guys haven't noticed, every time I do a makeup video, I already have my foundation on, because I don't want y'all to see all my acne. I have acne on all sides of my face, both sides. And I really didn't have acne on my forehead like that, but I just recently, that's not even a word. I just recently broke out on my forehead because I had this face mask on. I kept it on way too long. Then I have dark circles, and I have these lines. And normally I don't like to show people that, because it's just, I don't know, I just don't like it. It makes me very self-conscious. But now I feel like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. The only way you can't heal what you don't reveal, and the only way I can get this stuff to go away is if I stop really trying to hide, it, and just let it be, and that's just what I'm doing. I'm not perfect. I never claimed to be perfect, you know. I never asked to be put on a dang pedestal, you know. I just like to do my makeup and take pictures. I don't think I'm better than anybody or anything like that. I've been using this since I was in like high school. I love this makeup. I've used other kinds too, but I really like this because I'm used to it. But yeah, like it's I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. So yeah, that little bee, oh my god, it really like touched my heart, you know, and it just showed me that, you know, like you just gotta keep going and you gotta keep your feet moving. And it's so funny because when I woke up, I was a movie was on ESPN and it was going off and they told each other to keep your feet moving. And I heard that phrase a couple days ago, keep your feet moving. And then they were like, yeah, they were just like, keep your feet moving. So that's all you, I mean, that's what animals do, shit. They, even with like, even if when, you know, bad things happen, like, they get caught and they, you know, just people be fucking over animals, you know. Or if they don't want them in their house or whatever, they just keep it moving until the end. And I feel like us as humans, that's what we gotta do. You gotta live by faith. You gotta just keep it moving. This little brush is so dense. It really doesn't do much. Oh my god. I try to go and get my brush that I always get because it just miraculously disappeared out of my makeup bag when I moved back into my mother's house. And then a makeup brush that I hadn't seen in years appeared in there. I'm like, this doesn't make sense. But yeah, like I cannot use this brush. I love e.l.f. brush, but this brush does not do much. It's for somebody that like barely wears makeup. Like I need something that's like heavy duty to really blend my makeup in. So after I do that, after I apply my foundation, I like to go in like this is a lipstick, but I like to use it for color correction. So what I would do is I just go like that and go like that, and then I like to make sure they're even, because if they're not, then your your eyeliner will reflect that. So after I there's something on my face, guys. Y'all see that? But I don't want to touch it because I don't want to get makeup on my hand. Okay, I got it off. Alright, so after I do that, I like to go in with this concealer right here. This is the Pro Concealer LA Girl in the color Fawn. So I like to go in with Fawn, and I just like to cover up that concealer that I put on my face. And I just take it like this. I put it on there, and then I just put it like all under my under eye like so. And then I like to do the other side the exact same. And then I make sure it's fully covered, both sides. And yeah, and then I kind of like let it sink into my skin a little bit, and then after that I kind of like to blend it. But while we are waiting, guys, I had a list of things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. While I am doing a get ready with me, I figured I might as well answer some of you guys' questions or touch on a few topics. I actually have a lot of things that I would like to discuss and like to talk about. You know, just different topics. So so you guys can get to know me, because I know a lot of people think that they know me, and you guys really don't. Y'all don't know me like that. Don't nobody know me like that except one. I don't know who know me like that. Nobody but Jesus. Period. Jesus is the only one that know me like that. So I am going to look. I'm just trying to make sure that it's the only page. Okay, so I want to discuss some shit with y'all. But first, I was supposed to show you guys this in my last video, so I'm gonna show it in this video right here. And I ain't editing this video. I'm just gonna upload it. I was actually going to quit this channel, y'all, but I decided not to because I created another one, but I only got 1 subscriber. But this is a picture of my mom, me, and my cousin. My mom literally would take all the kids in the projects. Those were our neighbors. It was like so many of us. It was like 100 of us, and at the skating ring, and we were just having a really good time. We was having so much fun, and yeah, like me and my cousin Terica, like my mom and her mom are sisters. Like we would all dress alike. We would do everything together, go everywhere together. And she was like my sister before I had a sister. And then this is my brother and my cousin. Like we were all super close, you know. And then we all like we moved because of the hurricane and stuff like that. But like I love that girl with my whole heart, and we all like we're a very close family. Like we ride or die for each other. Like we really are there for each other. And you know, when you grow up, you go through things and life happens, and you know, people see the kind of love that you guys have for each other, and they kind of try to come between it because it's remarkable. Like we really was raised on love, you know, and we really like ride for each other, you know, no matter what. Because that's what was instilled in us, you know, and we love each other wholeheartedly, fall out, but would still do anything for each other at the end of the day. And yeah, you know, and I think that's why like I have such high like morals and principles and, you know, loyalty, and you know why I ride for people the way I do, because I remember like the foundation that, you know, the foundation that was set for me growing up in New Orleans, and just seeing, you know, my family and my parents and stuff like that. Like, and my mom she had me at 16, so to see my mom be such a monumental person at such a young age, it really is like wow, you know, because growing up you're not really aware of like, you know, certain ages and how old your parents are or anything like that. You're just aware that that's your parent, you know. You're not really like, oh yeah, my mom is this age, you know, because you're growing up yourself, so that's not really even an issue. You're not really even thinking about that, you know. You just say that's my mom, you know, she gave birth to me, and that's that. And I think it's not really apparent until, you know, you're in school. And then I remember my friend, I had this girl in elementary school. Her name was April, and she was like, well, my mom is such and such. And I was like, well, I always knew how old my mom was, but I didn't know that her age was so young. Like, I was like, well, my mom is 24. So if my mom was 24, I had to be like, what? What's 24? What's 24 minus 16? 24 minus 10 is 14. And 14 minus 4 is 10. Oh my god, wait, what? 14 minus 4 is 10. Minus 2 is 8. Yeah, so I was 8 years old and my mom was 24. So that's like me right now. I would have an 8-year-old if I had kids at 16. I would have an 8-year-old. And it would, like, to me that was so normal. I didn't think nothing of it until now. I'm 24 and I can imagine myself with an 8-year-old. But like that's so normal. Like a lot of our parents back then had kids at, you know, 16. My aunt had my cousin at 16. A lot of my friends' parents had them at 16. Like it's really normal. Even like when I moved to Georgia, a lot of my friends' family, I mean, uh, a lot of my friends' parents had them at 16 too. Like their moms is just around the same age as my mom. Like my friend Ann, her mom had her at 17. My friend Galicia, her mama had her at 16. You know, I think, I mean, a lot. So it's like, I wonder, but, and then my grandma got married at, my grandma got married at 16, you know, so, and I think she had her first baby at 16 too. So I don't think it was like something that was looked down upon, you know, or something that was like bad, you know. So, but I know me personally, like my mom used to be like, no babies, and I always said that I would want to wait until I was like married, because like I would watch Disney Channel and stuff like that, and you know, I would see them with like the mom and the dad and how that dynamic was, and I didn't get to have that, you know. I definitely have father figures in my life, but I didn't get to have, you know, like a mom and the dad in the household. Like, I mean, I had my stepdad living with us, but he wasn't my dad, you know, but he treated us like his own. But still, you know, I want my kids to like have the mom and the dad in the home and to just grow up like that, because I think that's pretty special. Because I don't know, like, I just think, I'm sorry, I'll be putting a lot of concealer on because I have bags under my eyes, and that's just what I like to do. Yep, there it is. And yeah, so this is a detailed get ready with me. This is really for real how I do my makeup. I don't know why I just put all this on my face. I just put way too much. I did not need that much, but it's okay. I'm gonna just use the rest for make right here, right there, and up there. I hate when it goes to waste. Like yesterday, I put some right there and it all went to waste. It dried up. I can't use it now. It's all dried up. But yeah. I always said I wanted to be married before I had children, so that they could feel like, you know, stable and have that foundation. But I'm seeing a lot of people now wait till marriage, so it's like, is it really even that important to wait till marriage? I mean, biblically, yeah, but I don't know. Anyways, so let's talk about some other stuff, guys, while I let that mattify into my skin. I'm really excited for a lot of, I have so many projects coming up, y'all. I'm really excited for them. So I was, okay, what do I want to talk about? Where's paper? What is like being me? Let me see. I'm gonna just tell you guys my opinion on certain things. My opinion. Let's start with at the top, and I'm gonna do get ready with me's more frequently. So I'll answer these questions more frequently. But the first one is my opinion on astrology. So I'm taking this brush right here and I'm blending it in. So my opinion on astrology, first of all, okay, I never really knew what astrology was until I was like, I want to say like 18 years old. I had started working at the mall, and yeah, I started working at the mall, and when my boss at the time, she was like, when is your birthday? And I'm like, why is she asking me my birthday? Because normally only people that ask you your birthday is if they like become your close friend, because they want to know so they can get you a birthday gift or something like that. And so she was like, when is your birthday? And I had told her, and she was like, oh, you're a Libra like me. And I had no idea what a Libra meant, but she told me her birthday was October 18th, so I guess, you know, that meant we were both born in October, you know. And so that was that. And then another girl who also worked at the same place with me asked me my birthday as well, and I told her that my birthday was October the 9th, and she was like, oh my god, you are a Libra like me. My birthday's October, I think she said 12th. And then I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay, so this is the second person that asked me my birthday and said something about a Libra. I have no idea what that is, because my family had never mentioned anything about astrology to me ever in my life, so I never even heard of it. You know, I never heard anybody else mention it. Like, I never had nothing, never knew about it, never heard of it, anything like that. And so then one of my coworkers had invited me to a party at her house, and she lived in this big house. It was like a house full of people, that like couples that lived in a home, and they had a kickback going on. That night I went to go pick up my coworker and her boyfriend, and we all drove to the party together. And yeah, and what happened? We were all sitting on the couch, and we were just discussing, like, you know, certain topics and stuff like that. And one of the topics that we discussed was death. And you know, you know, me being from New Orleans, like, you know, my dad passed away at a young age, you know, and I would just, you know, and stuff, you know, violence was prevalent, you know, so I would just, my motto on that was just, you know, we're all gonna die one day, so live your life to the best of your ability, and not fret about, you know, when it'll happen. Just live your life, because we all gonna go one day, you know. And then there was this dude who was sitting across from me on the sofa. He literally looked at me. He was like this. He was like, when's your birthday? And I'm like, October 9th. He was like, I knew it. My birthday is October 10th. And I'm like, he was just looking at me crazy, like he was studying me or something like that. And I'm like, knew what? Like, what did you know? What do you mean you knew it? And that right there freaked me out, because I'm like, what did he mean he knew it? Like, I don't understand what he meant by that. But maybe he just could feel the sense that I was such a carefree person that my personality resonated with the Libra sign, I guess. I guess that's what he was saying that he knew. And so, after that, one day, me and my cousin, we were walking. We were at the Underground downtown Atlanta, and this man, we were just walking around, you know, just, you know, window shopping, getting food. You know, we just like to be out, you know, in the scenery. I didn't have to work. She didn't have to work. We both had off days, so we just got dressed up and went to the Underground, and we took some pictures, and, you know, we were just out there just having a good time, just having fun, you know, just having fun. And I'm not gonna put no more of this on. And so that's when we had seen this one dude, and, you know, he was playing a ukulele downtown. He looked like he was really tired, but his hair was like just disheveled, and I don't know, but we just watched him. Like, that's because that's what I'm used to, like, because in New Orleans, like, you can always just put on some clothes and go to the French Quarters and, you know, just have a good time and hang out, you know, scenery, the people playing music, and just, you know, just enjoy the city. And I love doing stuff like that. And so so that's what we did. But yeah, so we were listening to this guy play the ukulele on the corner, right in front, like right across the street from the Underground. And it was this man who came up to us. He was like a man, he was like, he had a bald head, but he was dressed like very professionally. Like, he was dressed like a, I don't know, like a artist, like a poet or something like that. And his wife stayed back, and it was she had their son. And he walked up to me and my cousin Raven, and he asked us. He was like, "So what size shoe do you guys wear? And when is y'all's birthday?" And I'm like, "Why does he want to know my shoe size? And why does he want to know my birthday? Like, what is up with all these people wanting to know my birthday? Like, I don't understand it. I don't get it. It don't make no sense to me." And so that's when you know, I told him, we both told him, and I'm like, I wonder what he gonna say, because he don't know us from a can of paint, and we both are Libras. Like, my cousin, her birthday is September the 28th, and mine is October the 9th. You know, we're born in different months, but we're still the same sign. So I'm like, this is gonna be very interesting, you know. And then he just started telling us, like, he was like, okay, she's this and you're that, and she's this and you're that. Like, when you guys are going out, you say, okay, we can do this or we can do that, but she's the one that makes the final call, because you came up with both of them and you're okay with both of them. You just can't decide. I'm like, because me and her, we literally used to hang out every day, and we used to, you know, party every day. And so I'm like, that is so true, because I'd be like, I don't mind doing either one, because I'm cool with both of them, you know, because I don't mind doing either one. And she would be always the one that determined exactly like what we did or whatever. So I'm like, wow, like, how did he know that? How did he know that? Then he just kept telling us all this stuff about ourselves. And then he told me that he was like, he paused for a second, and his wife was just looking like she was in the background looking like, I wonder like how this is gonna go. Like, that's the look that was on her face. I don't know, like a puzzled look. I don't know, it was weird. It was like they knew I was gonna be down there. That's why I be saying people be really like monitoring me, y'all. It's really crazy. Like, I told y'all, people really be knowing me. I don't know, I'm like special or something, I swear to God. But anyways, so he paused for a second, and then he was just like, everyone hates you. And he said it really loud. And I'm like, dude, what the freak do you mean? You know, because I had thought that everybody loved me. Like, at that time, I'm like, I've never experienced like hate. You know, people have to have a reason to hate you. I've never experienced that, you know. And my phone was dead, so I couldn't even get his number. I couldn't ask him. Like, in the moment, I was just so shocked that he said it, that I didn't even like think to be like, okay, like, ask him why everyone hates me. And this was like, this had to be 2015. Yeah, 2015 or 2016. Yeah. And, you know, so I didn't think to get his number and be like, okay, why does everyone hate me? Can you please elaborate? Can you please tell me why everyone hates me? Like, please tell me. But I didn't even think, because my phone was dead. And then I was just so in awe that he really just came up to us, walked up to us, and really told us about ourselves like that. Like, I was really shocked. And so, you know, my cousin had supposedly gotten his number, and you know, we kind of exchanged information, but not really. So we kind of just went our separate ways, and that always stuck with me. And I don't know, like, for some reason I kind of, and then, oh, also that same day, like, we just went our separate ways, you know. And then we had went back to the underground, and while we were in the underground, we seen him talking to other people, and other people had the same reaction, like, oh my god, you know. And then one girl looked like she was over there crying after, you know, from, you know, what he was telling her. And then the dude who was playing a ukulele, he spoke to him as well, and he told him, he was like, yeah, you probably haven't gotten sleep in like 3 days, huh? And the dude was like, yeah, I haven't had sleep in 3 days. I'm like, how the hell you know he ain't getting no sleep, you know? And I don't know, guys, like, some people really be gifted, but you never know where those gifts are coming from, you know. Now that I always thought that, because I had never in my life, you know, that right there was just amazing. It was really amazing to me, because I always felt like everything was so surface level, you know. And it was really awesome for me to kind of like experience something that like I couldn't explain. And I've always wanted to experience something like that I couldn't explain. And I just thought that was cool that somebody was able to just walk up to me out of thin air and tell me about myself. But that's really not cool, you know, because you don't know where they're getting that information from. Now that I know that that could happen, you just got to be mindful, because sometimes people don't always have the best intentions. And you know, people can, you know, it's just not always good, you know. And I think people get a thrill out of it because it's just something that you can't explain, but it be so accurate. But it's not always for the best, you know. And I've realized that, you know, I know that now. And I feel like maybe, you know, I kind of like, then what else happened? Oh, another thing, like how I got into that, and like became kind of, I wasn't obsessed, but it was just fascinating to know that it was a whole world that people were categorized into these certain things just depending on the month that they were born, and depending on like what sign was coming up over the moon when you were born, like your moon sign, your rising. You know, it was just cool, you know, because I thought we were just all human and we all had our birthdays, you know, like just depending on when your mom and dad conceived you. 9 months later, that's your birthday, and you just celebrate because that's the day you were born. But I didn't know that to some people it's way deeper than that, you know. So I don't know. But anyways, one day me and my friends, we went to Centennial Park, and we were just downtown hanging out for the 4th of July, because, you know, the fireworks and stuff like that. And that was like a tradition that me and my grandparents and all my cousins would do before I had even moved to Georgia. Like, we would visit for the summer, and that's just a tradition that we would do. And I had like one of the most funnest days of my life. And so I just kind of like to do that. Even though I'm grown, I like to go back and do that because it's really fun. Like, it really, really is fun. I had the best childhood. Like, my grandma and grandpa really, really made sure we had a lot of fun. And so did my mom and my aunt and my uncle. Like, they made sure we really had like a normal childhood and a decent childhood, especially since my dad wasn't there. But anyway, yeah, so they had a lot of vendors like across the street from Centennial Park. Like, people were selling food, people were selling yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. This brush is just not the move, but we're gonna make it do what it do. It's better than not having no brush at all. I didn't have a brush at all, and I was blending with this, and this is a whole, you know, not a blending brush. So I'm just being grateful. But yeah, they had people selling food, like vendors selling food, vendors selling shirts. They had people out there just doing all type of stuff, you know, because they knew it was going to be a large crowd. So, you know, just vendors, just, you know, offering their services. And my friend was like, oh my god, because they had this one table where it was these two ladies, and they were like telling people's fortune. They had like a deck of cards, and you know, just like they were dressed in like gypsy outfits and stuff like that. And my friend was like, you should go and pretty much like, you should go and let them tell you whatever they're going to tell you. It was $10. I'm like, girl, I'm not about to waste my money on that. That stuff not real. And she was like, no, because one of my friends did it, and they were telling her about this, that, and the third, and she actually ended up crying. Like, you really should do it. I'm like, why do you want me to do this? Like, who cares? Like, that stuff is not real. It's a bunch of BS. Like, that's not real, you know? And she was like, you should just do it. And the look on her face, like, she really wanted me to do it. So I just did it. And then the lady told me, she was like, you're going to live to be 82. She was like, you're gonna have 2 kids. She was like, you are you have to make a decision between two guys, one that's good for you, one that's bad for you, and you just don't know what to do. I'm like, what, girl? And she was just saying all type of stuff, and I was like, okay, that sounds good. That sounds, how the hell you know that? Like, yeah, whatever. And then it was over in like probably like 5 minutes. And then my friends were like, so what did she say? I'm like, girl, I don't even remember what she said. She didn't say nothing important. None of that. I'm like, that don't make no sense. And it was so funny because then we had got on the bus, the downtown. It was like, you know, the little train. I'm sorry, y'all. I really like to have my under eyes like overstated, and I'll probably be putting on too much, but I don't care. I like to be extra. But y'all know the little streetcars downtown. So this was like when they first started opening. So this was like probably 2015, 2016. But we got on the streetcar. It was free because they were testing it out. It was brand new or whatever. And so we got on the bus, and I had met this firefighter. His name was, I think, Chase. He was so handsome. And he was telling me he was a firefighter. We exchanged numbers. And all I was supposed to go on a date. No, then it was this old man who was like, can I take your picture? And I was like, sure. And I just posed for the man. And my friends looked at me like I was crazy. Like, you don't ever pose for nobody that asks you to take their picture. I'm like, why not? He seemed like a nice man. He just wanted to take my picture. She was like, you don't know what he gonna do with that picture. And I was just in la la land. Like, I'm not even thinking. Like, he wanted a picture of me, and I just sat there and posed on the streetcar. Like, I was like, that's just how carefree I am, y'all. My friends were like, what the fuck? Like, you don't know why he wanted your picture. But he just took my picture, and I mean, I don't know. He was like an old man, and he just asked to take a picture of me. And I don't know why. Like, who knows? But now I realize that I was just too. But I was kind of like, I wasn't sheltered, but like, I wasn't like, you know, I mean, I grew up in like a concrete jungle, but it was like home to us. But like, we didn't have to worry about a lot of things, like, you know. And so I wasn't really taught like how crazy people can really be like outside, like, because everybody that we grew up with, we kind of like protected each other, but out of love, because we know one another, you know. It's like a common like love. But other people, you realize other people don't have that love for you because they don't know you like that, and that love only exists in that environment, you know. Everybody ain't gonna look out for you like that. So, you know, that's I don't know what I'm trying to, I can't really explain it, but I know. Okay, so this is going to be the last layer of banana powder that I put on, and it's kind of like my first time ever doing my makeup, just using my phone and not a mirror. Like, I normally have a mirror right there, but I'm just using my phone, and it's not too shabby. But yeah. And then after that, when that man told me stuff like that, like, he just started telling us so much stuff, and I seen other people's reaction to what they were telling him. I just, you know, was like, let me go look this up because this seems a little interesting. And I kind of, you know, was enamored with it because I started looking up other people's birthday and other people's sign, and, you know, how our dynamic would be, and, you know, and everything that it said online was like true. So it was just really amazing. Like I said, that Sagittarius people like to travel, and my mom is a Sagittarius, and she's traveled so much, and she loves to travel. And it just said us so much stuff, you know, and it was just really interesting. And it was just really interesting to see, you know. And like how Libras and Taurus are the planet of love, and you know, and literally my cousin Terica, the girl I showed y'all the picture of, is a Taurus. My brother is a Taurus. My best friend Jaleesa is a Taurus. My best friend Ann is a Taurus. My dad is a Taurus. I've dated like 3 Tauruses. I mean, everyone in my life pretty much that's close to me is like a Taurus, and it's so crazy. But so yeah, so that is one part of my makeup. And then I like to, after I do that, because that takes a long time. It really don't take that long time, but the fact that I apply so many layers makes it take a long time for me. So I'm going to take this eyeliner, and I'm just going to go into my eye and do eyeliner. I remember when I first started doing eyeliner, it used to tickle so much, but you get used to it. But it's so funny because people don't really wear eyeliner anymore. But I don't think I cannot not wear it, you know? Like, I love eyeliner. It's so, I don't know, Okay, I'm gonna have to put this right here. I'm sorry, guys. Let me just. Okay. Dang. Wait. Let me see. Okay. Here we go. I can't see the camera right now, but I think y'all can still see me because the camera isn't covered up right now. All right. And these days, I don't even care if it's like perfect as long as it's on there. Yeah, I mean, that'll do. I'm not trying to make it perfect. I just wanted to be on there. And it is, so that's good enough for me. I'm gonna just go back over it like that. Okay. So next, I got something on my face, a little mark. All right, there we go. Got it off. And so oh my god, y'all, see, this is why I gotta like do the foundation of my, like when I'm doing the color correcting and all that, right? Because if not, like I just feel like it's messed up. Maybe I should just get Botox under my eyes, y'all. The reason why my eyes are like this is because I was obsessed with my skin in high school because I used to break out a lot, and I put this bleaching cream underneath my eyes, and I put it like right here, and it literally just messed up my eye, you know, for a long time, and it's still like that. So one of my eyes is like not dented, but one of them is like, I think it's that one that's like kind of dented. But yeah, that's why I put so much of this stuff on, because they don't be even and it bothers me. So I'm gonna just let that sit. But this is pretty much how I do my makeup. I think after that I'm pretty much done, and I'll put on a little bit of mascara. So that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, so after that, like I just had so much free time, y'all. So I just started doing I just started researching it so much because it was just so fascinating that even existed, you know. And I just became enamored with it, and I just wanted to see like all my family members, like what were their signs, and you know, I would look up people's birth chart and figure out like why they were the way that they were, or what was their moon sign, or that stuff. And just, you could just get lost in it because it's never ending. And I don't really know too much, like I know the basics, but it's people that know so much about it, and it's quite fascinating, you know, because it definitely seems like it's a science to it, because I mean, it just has to be, you know. But I mean, it is definitely fascinating. It really is, you know. But and I'm the type of person, like when I like to learn, you know, I like to research, and I like to look up things, and especially things that you didn't learn in school, you know. I think astrology is really cool because it seems to be real, you know. But I think that I think that you shouldn't I think it could get a little left field because people start being like, oh, I can't date you because you're this sign, or I can't be with you because you're this sign, or we ain't gonna work because you're this. And I think that's when it goes a little bit too far. So, you know, I'm not really into it as much, you know. I don't really, but it is interesting, you know. And like now that I know about it, like when I get online, I see people being like, oh yeah, team this, we're the best, like, oh, my sign is the best. And it's like, I wonder if I ever seen that and just overlooked it because I didn't know what they were talking about, or if everybody just had an epiphany and started knowing what sign they were. But then I seen that Beyonce had a song about zodiacs, and I'm like, what? And her song was like, oh yeah, he was a Cancer and da da da, and Sagittarius. Like, I'm like, what? So this has been a thing. I just never knew about it, you know. And I don't know, it's kind of crazy. But it also be kind of interesting to see people that have the same sign as me date people like with the same sign as me. Like, it's this girl, she's a makeup artist, her name is Carly Bible. We're both Libras, and her mom is a Sagittarius, my mom is a Sagittarius, her dad is a Taurus, my dad is a Taurus, her sister is an Aquarius, my sister is an Aquarius. She dated a Pisces for like 5 years. I dated a Pisces for 5+ years, you know. So it was just really, and she's a makeup artist, she's a YouTuber, she's an influencer. So it's really amazing to see you know, how certain people, the signs affect certain people's life, and how, you know, certain people gravitate towards each other, and how certain people kind of have the same life experiences depending on the same sign that they are. Like, this is gonna be weird, but me and Queen Naija have like pretty much almost the same birth chart. I think it's like 2 things that are not the same, but the birth chart has like 20 things, and out of all those 20 things, we have 20 things that are not the same because we're born in the same year, just a few days apart. And she didn't have a dad growing up. Her dad passed away. She never got to meet him, barely got to see a picture of him. Same here with me. So it's like, she likes to sing, I like to sing. She's a YouTuber. I mean, I'm not a big YouTuber, but it, like, she tried out for American Idol. I was gonna try out for American Idol, like, when I was in high school, you know. It's just interesting to see, you know, like, it really is, you know. And we definitely are not, like, exactly the same just because we're Libras, but we have some, like, of the same similarities, like, you know, as far as, like, people just prejudging us and thinking that they know us and stuff like that. It's I don't know, you know. And just, you could tell she really is a sweetheart, and she just wants love and to be loved, and, you know, that's all. And that's how I am too. But people prejudge that girl when really I could tell that she don't speak on a lot of things, because she feel like she can take on everybody else's burden, and she'll rather be the bad guy to save other people because she can handle it, and she doesn't mind it. And that's how I am. That's how our Libras are. Like, we will know the truth, and we can, if y'all knew what we knew, it would be crazy. Oh my god, my ring light just went out. What's going on, ring light? No, is my charger dead? Oh, the laptop must be dead. Oh man. Alright, let me plug this charger in this computer so I can get my light back. Oh my god, you don't realize how much you need the light until you don't have it. And yes, I'm hiding my underarms because I didn't shave. Okay, turn on. There we go. Okay, so how do I turn this on? I just don't want things to fall because everything is sitting. See, I knew it was gonna fall. It's okay though. Oh. Okay. The phone fell too. Oh shit. Okay. So turn it back on and sit it back. Rot her. Okay. So there we go. That's good. Alright. Why it don't look like how I want it to look. Okay, we'll just rock out with that. And yeah, so I'm gonna just blend my makeup. I'm gonna just blend it out. And I won't put no more banana powder on because it's excessive, and I feel like that's been the whole video, just me putting on banana powder. But yeah, y'all. I've come to terms that okay, so that was that. I told you guys how about astrology and stuff like that, and how it came into my life and stuff like that. So the next one would be, I have so many. I'm gonna just go down the list because I'm gonna touch on all of them. The next one would be I'm just trying to blend it out. Blend. The next one, it says friendship. I personally, I like making friends. I like meeting people, and I could be friends. Like, I can make friends with anybody because, like, I'm a cool ass person, and I have good like people skills. And I genuinely like care about people and love people. And like, I'm a Libra, I'm a social butterfly, and so I can get along with just about anybody. And yeah, like, I love people, you know. I love people. And yeah. So for me, like, I love people, but like I feel like it's hard for me to really trust people. So when I'm friends with you, that means that like I really trust you and like I let you in my life and I would tell you things that I would never tell anyone. And that means that like I trust you enough to like to confide in you and to trust you with certain things because I feel safe with you. And I feel like everyone needs to have friends. Everyone needs to have those certain people that they feel comfortable with, that they feel safe with, and that they feel like they can trust with anything. You know what I'm saying? And and for me personally, like I've always had the same friends, and I feel like I pick good people because like to be friends with because I feel like I can sense people's soul and it. Like it's just something like I can sense your soul, and I try to see like how you treat other people, how you treat your family, and just stuff like that. And that's how I don't know, like I just like people that make me feel like I could be myself, like where I don't have to try too hard, and those are like the best relationships. But I know like for me personally, when I am your friend, I take it seriously, and we are for like I'm gonna be there for you and protect you and love you and try to give you the best advice if I can, and just try to be there for you if you need me. And oh my god. Yeah, like I take friendship very seriously, and I feel like it's amazing to have friends because it's amazing to have people be there for you and to love you and to just care about you like family. If you guys haven't heard, y'all should go listen to the song by Beyonce called Friends. um it's a good song. But yeah, like it's called Friends by Beyonce, her and Jay-Z. I love it. And today I'm actually going to post a throwback. I don't know if it's Thursday or not, but I'm going to post a throwback with all my friends, and I'm going to put that song in the background. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But I love having, like, I miss my friends. I haven't been close. Like, when I got in a relationship, I kind of lost touch as with my friends. But like when I first moved to Georgia, every weekend my friends would be at my house. I would be at their house. We would always be together, and it was like we were all family. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we all had each other's back, and we all spent so much time together making memories with each other. And I just want to get back to that. Like, now all my friends are in a completely different stage in their lives, and we're not as close as we used to be, but I want to like get close back to my friends because they all have children now, and I want to be involved in their kids' lives. And I also, I want to be involved in their lives. I want to like have like, because we were friends when we were kids, now we're all grown up, so I want to like develop those relationships and get back to how we used to be. But of course it's going to be a different dynamic because we're all older now, and so I'm just excited for that. And I just want to be in their lives, but I also want to make new friends. And I'm just excited. Like, friendship is just a beautiful thing. And it really is. And I don't think people should take it for granted because you know it's a lot of amazing people out there, and you can learn so much from people. Like, your friends are, it's just good to have friends and good to have a circle of people that you love, that you trust, and